So in this fight, we're going to be fighting Skitterer Xi'a. Xi'a, is that however you want to pronounce it? Pardon me. It's aquatic, so we're going to be using flying pets. He's located here in Krasarang Wilds. So it's just south, if we have a look here and zoom in, it's just south of the Valley of the Four Winds as you come into Krasarang Wilds. The pets we're going to be using, he's aquatic, so I'm going to be using flying pets. These can be swapped out with any pets with the same abilities. Again, all easy to get pets. The Brilliant Kaliri is a reward from an achievement. But if you're at this point in the game where you're battling pets in Krasarang Wilds and you're doing these legendary pets, if you haven't, you should be very, very close to being able to achieve the achievement and get this Kaliri. But again, any pet, flying pet that you have that has Predatory Strike, that's the main thing. So I've got a Wildhammer, Gryphon, Hatchling, Sandy Petrel and Brilliant Kaliri. The first two pets are basically going to be trying to do as much damage to get his health down as much as we can. So the Gryphon is using Squawk, Slicing Wind and Flock. The Sandy Petrel, the seagull, is using Slicing Wind, Adrenaline Rush and Hawkeye. And the Brilliant Kaliri, we've got a damaging spell here, but hopefully the Predatory Strike will do everything we need it to do. You can see in the tooltip it says it deals double damage if the target is below 25% health, but it hits for 513 ordinarily, so we're trying to get its health down to a quarter. So the fight is, we'll start the fight now. Again, we're just trying to get his health down to a quarter. So that's roughly, we need to get it to just under 450, there or thereabouts. So I'm going to start with Squawk. This is going to reduce the damage that Skitterer is doing. And then we're going to use Flock. Now you can see with the Squawk, we've got the attack reduction. And now with the Flock, you can see here we've got the Shattered Defenses. It basically increases the damage by 100%. So this is an important buff to watch out for, or a debuff on Skitterer's part. So we're still alive after the Flock, so I'm going to use Slicing Wind. Is every possibility he's going to kill the Gryphon now before we actually get the Slicing Wind in. Okay. So we've still got one tick left on the Shattered Defenses when we bring in the Seagull. Now you can see I've got an SS Seagull here. So I'm going first. So while I've still got that buff, I'm going to use Slicing Wind. If your Gryphon manages to stay alive and does get its Slicing Wind attack in, the Shattered Defenses will be gone. So if you bring your Seagull in and you don't have this buff, use Adrenaline Rush. If you do have the buff, use Slicing Wind. You can see its health now is down to 277, so it looks like we're almost going to kill it without bringing the last pet in. But if for any reason this bird dies now, the Kaliri comes in and we will use the Predatory Strike. So I'm going to use Slicing Wind again. It's not quite killed it, but I think we're pretty much done. Nope, still not dead. Okay, so when your Kaliri comes in, use Predatory Strike. If his health is still above 450, then use whatever you've got in this slot. For example, I've got Quills. I'd use Quills, get his health down, then Predatory Strike. But we do the Predatory Strike and you can see it hitting for 769 there. So that fight went very well for us, really. It's obviously when it goes bad that we need to make sure we do all the things in the right order. So in the description of the video, I've actually written the fight and what to do in both circumstances. So if your fight doesn't go the way mine just did, just read the description and that will tell you what to do if things are going badly. And effectively, that's how you defeat Skitterer Xi'a, or Xia, or however you pronounce it.